What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I decided that I would film a little Q&A for you guys because I kind of just got on this channel and started posting again, and all it's ever been has been like travel videos that I've made, and you guys don't really know who I am. So just to kind of give you guys something to get to know me a little better. My name is Kelly Williams. I live in Utah. I'm 21 years old. Got my little list here of what I'm going to be talking about. Because I'm 21, I decided I would do 21 different things about me. Let's get into it. Number 1, my name and how I got it. So my name is Kelly, and you've probably never heard that name before. I've never met anyone with the same name. It's K-E-L-L-A-N-Y. I wasn't named after someone or after anything. My parents didn't get my name from anywhere. They actually were going to name me Kelly, but when they saw me, I guess they decided that wasn't a very fitting name. They combined the last part of my mom's name. My mom's name is Sopani, so the A-N-Y. They took from her name and added it to Kelly, and it became Kelly. I hate people calling me Kelly. I hate that nickname. There was this kid that I went to elementary school with who was a big troublemaker, and I hated being associated with that name. Kel is fine. Kels is fine. Kelly is my name. Number 2. Zodiac sign. I was born on August 2nd, 2002, because I'm 21. I'm a Leo, and that's all I know about zodiacs. I don't know rising. Is falling a thing? I don't know if falling is a thing. If that's a thing, I don't know what it is. I'm not versed with that stuff, and I don't think I ever will be. I think that reading about zodiacs is interesting sometimes, but it's not something that I base everything off of. I think it's just a funny little thing to read here and there. Number 3, 3 fears that I have. So my first one is being old. I feel like a very common fear that people have is dying, and I don't fear that. I think just because I don't know what that would be like. I don't know what dying is like. So the fear that I do have is getting old. I think that's because I've just seen a lot of people in my life age super quick, in the sense where they're like actually pretty young, but because they don't take care of their bodies age, and so they die from being old. I kind of just am fearful of getting to a point where my body just can't function that well, and it's not the same as it is now. I don't want to be old and decrepit where I can't do things for myself. I'm a very independent person, and so having to depend on others for the simplest of things, I don't want that. I've told my parents and I've told my sister and my friends that if it gets to a point where I'm like hospitalized and can't make a decision for myself, pull the plugs on me. I do not want to be living off of machines. I would rather be dead. Second fear that I have is being infertile. I feel like nowadays it's more common for people to not want kids, but having kids is something that I've always wanted, and that's been a really big motivating factor in my life, is like getting to the point of being a mom and a mother and having a family. So not being able to have my own kids is a huge fear of mine. Not that there aren't solutions, ways to have kids, but just like having my own kids. Last fear would be my family dying. And I don't know if you can really count that as a fear because it's inevitable and it's going to happen. It's not like, oh, this could happen. We don't know. It's going to happen. And I try not to think about it because there are people that I've known my entire life. What is life going to be like without them in it? Who knows? Number 4. 3 things that I love. One of my favorite little hobbies that I've gotten more into as I've gotten older. This is something that's been like a favorite all throughout growing up. Going to movies. I love going to a movie theater, comfy clothes, getting popcorn or snacks, and just like becoming one with the movie. I love watching movies. When I was little, we used to have this tradition of going to see a new movie on New Year's every year. When all of the Hobbit series was coming out, it would come out around like December of every year, so we'd go see it for New Year's as a family in Megaplex. Nice big lounging seats. Yeah, that's just kind of become a tradition, and then I do love to just go see the movies. During the summer, when I'm with my coworkers all summer, that's what Sundays have become. They've become movie days where we'll pick a movie for the week, and that's what we'll go plan on seeing Sundays, and that's kind of just how we decompress from work and not think about life a little bit. I love traveling. Been a dream of mine for probably since like middle school, and to say that has become a hobby now is just unreal. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I've had to make that a reality. But yeah, traveling is something that I absolutely love doing, and I almost always have a trip booked. And then the last thing is the beach. I love going to the beach. Because I grew up in Utah, my dad has always just been like super outdoorsy and big mountains guy. But as I've grown older, I've kind of stepped away from that identity that my dad has had in the outdoors, and I have found my love for the outdoors with the beach and like warm weather, tropical paradise. I love Hawaii. That's like my favorite vacation spot. I love being there. Number 5, last song I listened to and favorite kind of music. So last song I listened to, I'll pull it up. This is the last song I listened to, called Rave Grave by Walker and Royce and Vanessa. This is not one that's in my library. It was one that just came on because I was listening to a certain song. My favorite kind of music right now, I'd say for the past year, has been rap and hip hop artists like Drake and Metro Boomin, 21 Savage. This is the playlist that I've had on repeat for a long time, for like the past year. Lots of Drake in there. Used to be big on country, not as much anymore. I think I kind of just, I'm tired of it right now. This was my country playlist, but it's very outdated. Country artist would be Megan Maroney. I am proud to say that I've been the friend to put all of my friends on her. She's really blown up within the past year, and I have loved her since since the time she only had one song out. Relationship status, I'm single. And I'd say that within the past year, it's been by choice. Before that, it was not. It was like the people that I wanted to be with didn't want to be with me. Past year, it's been, I think I've just kind of taken a huge step back from dating, or like actively seeking dating, just to kind of figure out what it is I want and where I'm at in other areas of my life, because I feel like dating does not, as of right now, it does not take up a huge portion of my life. Like I have other things that take up more time and attention, and if those things are not filled or taken care of, like I won't be able to figure out my dating. That's my dating life. I haven't been on an actual date in a while. I just think that I'm more of the person where like when I do find the one, I'll know that they're the one. I will say that all of my friends are in relationships, literally all of them. So I'm bound to be the next one. Do I want to be in a relationship? It'd be great, but I'm also kind of just enjoying being single in my 20s. My mom thinks that I'm never gonna get married and I'm gonna stay single forever. She thinks that I'm too picky. I don't know if there is such a thing as too picky. Moving on, number 7. 3 green flags. First one is that he takes initiative in dating, as in like the dating process before we become exclusive to being boyfriend and girlfriend. I want a guy who will take the initiative and be like, I want to see you. Let's get together on this day at this time. Are you available? Also come up with like plans of what we're going to do. But like someone who just takes initiative, I'm okay once we start dating more to be the one to suggest things and everything. But I'm just big on they have to show me that they want to be around me. The next green flag that I look for, man card or credit card. So basically I just want someone who either is good enough with their knowledge and their hands and experience where they can fix things themselves or survive in that sense, or I want a guy who works really hard at his job, has goals and ambitions to get him to a place where he is being paid out and valued for those things, and basically has the money to pay someone who can fix these things or like pay someone to do something. Other green flag that I look for is if a guy works out. Just being able to see that someone is physically fit and takes care of themselves and cares about body's functionality and the energy that they have and is actually working to improve those things. That is somebody that I want to be around. 3 red flags now. We're on this topic of dating. One would be he sucks at communicating, and his main source of communication is Snapchat. I'm 21 and I have people older than me, like 26 to 30, who are still using Snapchat. I've been using Snapchat within the last year and a half, literally to talk to my friend Autumn and my sister. And Autumn deleted Snapchat this summer, so now just my sister is the only person I talk to on Snapchat. That Snapchat is just a very short-term gratification type of thing. Snapchat, red flag. Also, he's taking forever to reply. Like, understand being busy. I know that we all have lives and everything. If you like a person, you're going to make the time to talk to them. It's as simple as that. Another red flag is if the guy, if we're out on a date and if he's driving crazy. If I'm in the car and you're driving like insanely fast, you're cutting people off, you're slamming on your brakes, you just have no regard for my safety or your own safety, why would I want to be around a person who does that? pixie driving. The last flag that I have is bad manners, especially when it comes to being punctual. It wastes other people's time and it doesn't show any respect towards them. Number 9, how many tattoos and piercings do I have? Got one on my shoulder right here. One was actually planned, that one was booked. And then this one I got done kind of as like trade for payment. So I have 2 tattoos, 10 piercings. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 11 piercings. There's one in here that's on top of this one right here that is not in there right now because it was hurting really bad. So I took it out like a week or 2 ago. Haven't put it back in. It might have closed up. I want to get more, but I just don't really know where they would go. It's good for now. Number 10, favorite movie. My absolute favorite movie of all time is Hot Rod, just because I think that like the one-liners are too good in that movie. It's humor that I actually get, and I have a very dry sense of humor, so I love Hot Rod. I think it's hilarious. Okay, number 11, my ethnicity. As you can tell, I'm very tan and it is December, so not just white. I'm actually half white and half Cambodian. My dad's side is white, my mom's side is Cambodian, and then like the white on my dad's side is made up of German and Welsh. Wales in Germany. People always confuse me for being Hawaiian. That's what I get asked the most, and especially because I go to Hawaii all the time, that doesn't help either. I'm not Hawaiian. Good pass is Hawaiian probably. 3 pet peeves. Chewing with your mouth open, or just like mouth noises in general. Like if you're cleaning your teeth out with your tongue and I can hear it, that's disgusting. If you're smacking your lips constantly after like drinking water or eating or something, disgusting. Chewing with your mouth open, disgusting. I don't want to hear it. Snoring is a big one. I've become a very light sleeper over the years. Being late, we've already kind of talked about it as a red flag, but I think that overall, just very rude. I hate being late. I hate being put in a position of being late due to other people. Like they just have no regard or consideration for other people's time. I hate other people being late without giving any kind of warning. My favorite animal is a bear. Really strong. They're ferocious and scary, but also like super cuddly and loyal. They'll defend what's theirs. Yeah, that's why I like bears. Super random. Number 14, let's talk about school and work. Didn't go to college. That's a whole nother story on its own, but basically what it came down to was college was a lot of money that I would have had to pay for all myself, which I think that I could have done, but it just wasn't worth it in my head. I wasn't interested in one particular subject enough to want to pay the money to go to college. I also thought that there wasn't really anything that I couldn't find the resources for and teach myself if I really wanted to. So I didn't go to college. Right when I got out of high school, I started working in customer service. After about 8 months of doing that, I came across my dream job, which is the job that I'm working now. And if I were to like categorize it, it'd be considered personal assistant, because the work that I do within that job just ranges a lot. I've been able to grow a lot. I just finished my 3rd summer doing this job, and I think that there are some changes coming, but who knows? My job was not a thing before I got the job position that I'm in. No one ever had that position before me. We're 15. 3 habits that I have. Make my bed every single morning. Going to the gym. I've been working out since 8th grade. I'm super thankful to have like a fitness oriented dad who made that a priority my entire life, because it's kind of shown me the importance of working out. My 3rd habit, we'll talk about one that is not a good habit because we all have them. Lately I've gotten back into the habit of doing my laundry but not putting it away. Current food fixation. For a while there, it was the peppermint JoJo's from Trader Joe's. I was addicted to those all throughout November, December. Now I am out of them and they're no longer in season, so that's gone. I haven't really developed any other food fixations since those. Something I have been doing consistently is drinking chicken bone broth in the morning and at night with a little bit of like pink Himalayan salt. It really just tastes like chicken noodle soup without the noodles and veggies and everything. It's literally just the broth, which is like the best part. Number 18, perfect date. Summer after I graduated high school, I went on this date with the kid. He picked me up and he lived like over 45 minutes away from me. Picked me up, we went back towards his side of town, and then we went like off-roading in his truck on the side of a mountain. And then when we got to the top of the mountain, he cooked me fish tacos and we ate those. And then we watched a meteor shower, like rooftop tent. Best date I've ever been on. He's married now. My ideal like first date now, I don't really know what that would be. I think that it's more about like the person that I'm with and then the effort that they put into it. I don't really care what we do, just as long as I can see that they're trying. Number 19, how many kids do I want? This is something that changes a lot. I used to want a lot of kids just because I am so family oriented, but I don't really know that I want to put myself through that. As of right now, I just know that I want more than 2. 3 or 4 would probably be preferable. Family, it's me, my sister, my mom, and my dad, and just having one sister kind of sucks. And I wish that I had like an older sibling or younger sibling. Number 20, something I'm excited for. Excited for one of the biggest trip that I will be going on. 2.5, almost 3 weeks long. I'm not going to tell you where quite yet because I will have other videos coming out within the next like week or so talking about it. So excited. I leave next weekend, so it's coming up pretty quick. If you have any guesses, comment down below. The last question 21, how would I describe myself? I'd say I used to describe myself as a jack of all trades, like someone who can teach himself anything and pick up on anything, is really like well-rounded in that sense, and I think that I still am, but I've come to find out that I've got more of a like obsessive personality, in the sense where I want to be the best at things that I care about, whether that's like a sport or being a leader or a job position. I will sacrifice every other part of my life in order to be that person and to develop that part, and I think that can be very helpful when it comes to growth, because you're giving 100% and investing everything you have. But also I think that it can be super detrimental, because when a rock flies your way and kind of throws your plans off balance, you kind of lose the idea of who you think you are because you've put so much of yourself into what you're doing. So yeah, I would say that I'm well-rounded, but I also have a sense of obsession, which can be good and bad. I'd say that I'm very independent. I enjoy my alone time. I think that's why I have a hard time with dating. A hard time, but like why I don't date very much is because I enjoy my time with myself so much and like my solitude so much that for me to appreciate like having another person around, they have to be remarkable. I have to enjoy spending my time with them more than I enjoy spending my time with myself. And that's hard to do because I do basically everything alone. It's very rare that I'm asking people to come with me to go do things, which makes me sound like a loner, but I feel like people who enjoy their alone time get it. I'd say that I'm an artistic person. I've definitely been creativity oriented. I was super into music when I was younger. I played the violin, I played the piano, I also played the marimba and xylophone. I wanted to learn how to play cello and saxophone. Never got around to doing that. I taught myself how to play the guitar. I grew up drawing and I started painting when I was in high school, like oil painting, Bob Ross type of stuff. I've always had an eye for photography and videography and graphic design, and that's the type of thing that I love doing. Obviously, I would say I'm a traveler, not just because I travel a lot now. We moved a lot when I was little. I'd say that I'm well-read. I had a podcast for some time, and I think that improved the communication side of being well-read. That's how I would currently describe myself. That is really all there is to this video. I just wanted to introduce myself. I decided that there's going to be like 2 different aspects to my channel. There's going to be travel, whether it's like packing videos, vlogs, stuff like that. And then there's going to be keeping up with Kel, which is going to be more like just things that I do when I'm not traveling. Whether that's like going to the gym, meal prepping, grocery shopping, getting ready with me, stuff like that. Just more of my life outside of travel. Anyways, that's all for today's video. If you liked today's video, like it, subscribe. There will be more coming out soon. I'll see you guys later this week. Bye!